Now we have Saurabh. He's my closest Indian friend here.
Why are you high?
I think you have just one subject and you will be done with all of your courses, right?
I only have this macroeconomics exam left, and that is all.
And we will not talk badly about this subject, okay?
Yeah, never.
It's so good subject.
Yeah.
You can pass easily.
Yeah. Miss Myrova is also
The best.
the
teacher.
best.
How did these 2 years pass on you? Like, did you like it in these 2 years, and how was it? And is the subject is easy? Can you work during the study?
No, if I were to talk only about the university, then I think it's not that complicated to finish the subjects.
Yes.
But when it comes to managing the other life things, like working and managing the studies and traveling and all these things, sometimes obviously you do get stressed.
Yes. But you can manage it, right?
Yeah, of
Like,
course,
you
of
can do
course.
it. You can be working and also going
Especially
to
in the Czech Republic, when the life expenses are cheaper than any of the other countries around here.
yeah, especially
comparatively.
in Australia and Calvina.
Yeah.
In Braga is different.
Yeah, you can still manage to live here. Like you can manage to have a good life if you're working good.
But do you think you can also collect the fees for the university?
Yeah, of course. I think you can. If you are working good enough, then I think it will only take like 3 months to manage the fees. Yeah.
How much did you pay for this university? I'm asking
That's
for
a-
like per year. I'm not talking about you. It's
That's a
2,000.
different topic.
Yeah, it's 2,500 per year.
Per year, yeah.
Like it's 65,000 Czech crowns, I think.
Almost around 65,000.
Yeah, and I think you can collect it per year, but you have when you will come, you have to have like some money with you
course.
to cover like the first some months until you will get a job and until
Maybe I can expect to have probably around like 30,000 Czech crowns.
30,000, like it's
For the initial-
1,000 euro, 1,000 euro, 1,000
Or like
200.
200 around that much of money. I think you should carry with you when you're coming here.
Yeah. And I think even like 1,200 is not much.
Yeah,
You have to have more.
but that can still cover your expenses like for the first 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
If you manage to
Get a job. So tell me how it is to find like a job here. Like where should I go? What should I do?
many of the jobs are available online if you actually go through some job search portals.
Okay.
But if you have some friends working in any factories, in any warehouses or any places, I think they can recommend you the work if they have vacancies there.
Yeah. What type of jobs like can you find as a student? If
So
it's not in your major, like let's talk about like these unskilled jobs.
Yeah, so like unless you get the graduation, unless you get graduated, you can find jobs in the warehouses, in the factories, in the kebab shops. I mean, you do have like plenty of options, and especially if you know Czech, if you are familiar with the language, and if you can
Just a little bit.
even if you can just
You don't have to like to talk fluently, even not B1, like just A1.
yeah, I mean, like if you can understand what the other person is trying to explain, and if you're understanding
In
the
just your
context.
major.
Yeah.
Like you are working in a restaurant, so you know how he will like ask for like one sandwich, meat or chicken, this stuff, like which type of sauce and this stuff. And also to know the numbers.
Yeah, right.
If you are working in a factory, you have to know some verbs like to clean, to cut, to open, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And you will you will hear it a lot, so you will know it even without knowing
Yeah,
it
you
before.
get habitual of saying these like some of the basic words. I mean, they are like everyday.
Because this is like routine jobs, like you are doing the same every day.
Yeah.
We worked in a warehouse, both of us. Tell me how's your experience, because I didn't tell them before.
So especially the one where we worked, it was quite hell.
Don't
a lot
talk
of work.
badly about them, because maybe we will need them again.
No, I mean, it was. I'm just being honest. It was like a lot of work. It was a lot of walking, especially the part where I was working in the same warehouse.
Mine was It was good.
It was much better.
Yeah.
But
He was
mine-
working there like in the overtimes.
If you're coming here, then I think you need to prepare yourself mentally also, because these European countries are not like, you know, Middle Eastern or Asian countries. Here you actually have to walk a lot and
And do whatever you have to do. You
Yeah.
know, like
to make a living to
Yes.
survive.
you can't say like I can't work like that. I
Yeah,
can't do
it's-
that.
The
I can't work in a
tantrums
factory.
basically won't work here.
You will do whatever you have to do. Like you can work in as a cleaner. Like we have friends who working as a cleaners. You can't say like my ego can't let me to do that.
Yeah,
No.
you have to leave it in your home country if you're planning to move here.
Yeah. Also, there is like a delivery jobs.
Yeah, if you have
A car.
if you have a car and also like an international permit or a driving license for Europe.
But you can get it here.
Yeah, of course you can apply for it, and
You have to prepare for it.
yeah,
Good. Good.
yeah, that's like good money if you.
Like if you have a car, maybe you can work. Yeah, but the crazy thing is that even if you have a car and you have a driving license, you can't work as a bolt driver. You have to have like something called taxi license. It's something
Yeah,
else,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you have to have something called trade license,
Yeah.
because you will be as a company, because this money is going to you without taxation. So you have to have like a trade license, and you will like make this money, and in the end, I don't know if it's months or yearly or like 3 months, I don't know, you have to pay your taxes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Or
you're-
you can go through like a company, but they will cut from you a lot.
Yeah,
You have to pay your taxes by yourself better.
they take like a fixed amount for a week.
Yes,
They charge you a certain amount and
and that's bad.
cost. Yeah, of course.
Because a lot of people like they don't want to do this kind of lessons because it's taking more time and taking more, I think, money and people. So
But if you want to do just the deliveries, like food deliveries, then
you
it's
don't have to.
It's not that complicated. You
Just
can
the driving lessons.
Yeah, and you just need to apply in this food delivery company.
Yeah.
Like we have many of them: Foodora, Bolt, and Volt.
Gives them advice about like you are here for like 2 years and some months. Tells them like something you didn't know and you knew it from your living here.
Everything was new for me, just like everyone, because we have things very different. I mean, everything is different than what we have in Asia and in Middle Eastern countries and in Africa, right?
Yeah.
Everyone who is coming here, who is thinking of moving to any of the European countries, I think it's better to be prepared mentally and physically, and
You have to change your mentality.
yeah, in a lot of ways.
We are not saying that you will like change your values and stuff, but
But it's important.
at least you have to
yeah.
accept them values, not to do it, but
Yeah.
at least to be open
For
to
the sake of it.
anything, because you can't refuse them values while you are living like inside the society.
Right.
So like you have to be open to see crazy stuff that you didn't see in your country, and they also will see your lifestyle and your culture as crazy,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
they are allowed to be judging you because you are living in their country. It's not nice, and I'm saying it while I'm feeling bad, because sometimes like when you will feel like you are
It's okay. I mean, I think it shouldn't matter to you, because people. There are all kinds of people out there, right? And everyone has a different mentality, so it's okay. You just focus on yourself, focus on your life, and you are coming here to make a better life for yourself. So just be focused on that, and yeah.
So I have 2 questions for you. First one, you lived in a small city
Mm-hmm.
here in Karvina and in Ostrava,
Mm-hmm.
and like you didn't live in Prague, but at least you live like in different cities that it's more bigger than here.
Yeah.
So do you think it's better to live in a small village or a small city that the life is more like cheaper but more
Of
hard,
course. Yeah, because
or
obviously.
go to the like capital and live there?
So it's not only about a small city and the capital, but I think more about you have many options here, and there are, like, for example, we are currently in Karvina, and here we don't have any kind of job opportunities here because it's just on the border of Czech Republic, and we have like this bigger town near to Karvina, that is Ostrava, right? And
Yes.
there you can easily find like plenty of jobs.
But there the universities are more expensive
Yeah.
and more hard.
Yeah, but also you have Brno as an option. You have Olomouc. You have Lada Boleslav, right?
They have like a university in Lada,
Yeah, there's Skoda University.
but I think it's expensive.
No, it's not that much.
Not that much?
No.
But
But
once
I saw many people, like many Indians living there.
Okay, but I think even in our like city in Karvina, if you are a student here but you are living in Ostrava, it will be much easier because you don't have to go to the school every day,
Yeah.
but you have to go to the work every day.
Yeah.
So it's much easier to live in Ostrava while you are studying here
Yeah.
to find work.
Because there you have more job opportunities, and if you can earn well, then I think you can manage, the college and everything
Yeah.
well enough.
So this is like our advices to you today. I think this is the first English content about the study here. Like we are sharing it for like our friends that they are from African countries. Like we have a lot of Nigerians, a lot of Ghanaians, and Pakistanians, Indians, Bangladesh that they wanna come to study here. So this is for all of the English speakers that they wanna study here. So see you.
See you guys. Bye.